Welcome to my store. So we got most of the fish put away. Now we're just waiting for the starfish and the crabs and the shrimp and everything to get acclimated.
You know, that's a very good idea how you got your stuff acclimated there. Can they do this kind of the stuff like that when, and let's say if they have a fish tank with the small containers?
Well, if you have a fish tank and you got the overflow system with the sump down below, you put your bucket down in the sump and you just start the drip from the tank. And for the shrimp and stuff, you want to drip them a long time. So you're going to end up adding the water that they came into your tank, but since it doesn't have any copper in it and you haven't kept the shrimp in it a long time, it's not likely to have diseases in it because it's an invert system, then you can introduce the water from the other source into your system without really worrying too much. It's more fish carrying diseases that you don't want to put the water from someplace else in. And you certainly wouldn't put any of the copper water in with this.
Oh, okay, now you got a good point. Then it's the fish who's carrying the disease, not the water.
Yeah, but parasites can be swimming around in the water.
Oh, then the water can contain because that's one of the customers I've been.
Parasites too.
Okay, I've been telling them that don't use the water when they go and buy fish to places.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things that I thought, because the water carries diseases.
Well, the parasites can be swimming around in the water.
What else can be swimming around the water?
Fish.
How do you know you got a parasite?
Because you start seeing little dots all over your fish.
Oh, with the dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, that ick.
You look at them and you go, ick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got another client who came who says he got that problem in his tank. Yeah, but he has how do you call it back again?
Tank?
No, the other tank.
Fish only?
No. The one you have to put them on.
Quarantine?
The quarantine.
So it has ick in the quarantine tank or ick in the main tank?
No, in the main tank.
Well, then he's got ick in his main tank and he's got to quarantine all of his fish.
That's what he did. He has them in his quarantine tank now.
And he's going to leave them there for 3 months?
That's what I told him, that you says that to be in the safe, he should have it for 3 months.
Yeah, because that way all the parasites will die off, because if they don't have a host, they can't live.
Okay, and that he should have all of them together. If he has to do different quarantine tanks, that he can put them together like a week before they all go into the tank, right? But they have to be all together, because that's one of the other questions that
doesn't make any difference.
Someone was telling me that, oh yeah, they need to be all together in one full week.
That makes no difference.
No?
If you take fish from 12 different tanks and put them in one tank, they won't fight, likely because they're all brand new to that tank.
Okay.
So whether or not they're together makes no difference.
Okay, let's see how the ones you just put in are doing.
Well, they probably won't fight because the fish, they come and go in these tanks and there's not a lot of decorations, so they don't really get territorial. We just watch them a little bit because sometimes they do.
Okay, then another question that I had is that it's in the first week that when you bring a new fish to your tank is when you see if there's something going on wrong with him, or it can be more than that.
Well, it can be more than that.
Survive or not, or
most likely if you quarantine a fish for 3 weeks and he's doing really good, nothing bad's going to happen to him. Of course, fish do get sick at random times and everything, but if you have them quarantined and there's copper in the water, the chances of having ick are really, really small, unless you have ick in your tank already, or if you put water from somebody else's tank that has ick in it, you'll get ick into your tank. Like sometimes, say a person has a tank with coral and fish, and you buy a coral and you bring it home and that water gets in your tank, there could be parasites in that water.
Okay, another question is what's the difference between these Nemos or the ocellaris about the one you were saying that this one has the black,
That's the onyx percula.
the onyx percolor. What's the difference between him and the others, and why is this more pricey?
Well, because he's rare. That's a fish that I think ORA has did, and they do selective breeding to get the fish that look different.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
It's more pricey. Like how
And
much?
he's a percula, whereas Nemos are mostly ocellaris. Like if you look at these guys, these are ocellaris. They don't have much of a black line between the orange and the white.
Yeah, as this guy here has more black. They look just almost the same though. Do they get big as the other ones?
The perculas and the ocellaris are also known as false perculas. They both get about the same size. You've seen how big eddies are.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's pretty much a good size segment for that one.